So we are actually focusing on this exam, DP203, Data Engineering on Microsoft Azure, right?
Yes.
So this certification course is actually, earlier, this course was DP200 and DP201. Two separate courses were there. DP200 was only focusing on the technology like Azure Data Factory, SQL Data Warehouse, Azure Data Bricks, right? Cosmos DB and other data engineering services. And DP201 was the older course, was focusing on architecting the data engineering solution. After that, in 2021, Microsoft came with the new course, which is called DP203, Data Engineering on Microsoft Azure. And when Microsoft came with this course, July 2021, if I remember, they came with the Synapse, because Synapse was booming. Synapse was just launched by Microsoft. Microsoft also want to promote that integrated data solution, right?
Yes.
And after that, DP203 was there in 2021, 2022, and 2023 beginning. After that, in February 2023 or March 2023, Microsoft completely changed this course. Means recently, 1 or 2 months back. And this course was more focusing on Synapse Analytics, more focusing on the serverless capability or serverless SQL pool capability of Synapse, dedicated SQL pool capability of Synapse, Apache Spark pool capability of Synapse, and Synapse pipelines, which is nothing but formerly known as your Azure Data Factory. So, apart from the Azure Synapse, this course is also focusing on Lakehouse architecture, lake database, delta tables, etc. Some concept of the data engineering that we are definitely going to cover in this course with the hands-on. And this course is also focusing on Synapse integration with Cosmos DB, Synapse integration with SQL, that is called Synapse Link. This course is also focusing on Azure Data Bricks. This course is also focusing on Azure Stream Analytics, Event Hub. So means all the different data engineering services which is covered by this course. And Microsoft, in February 2023, they completely changed entire course curriculum and entire hands-on labs also. So now Microsoft is providing you more independent hands-on lab in this course. And most of the time participants are going to spend on the hands-on learning in this course actually. That is what Microsoft is focusing.
Great. That's great.
So 203 certification once you clear, only one exam. There is no prerequisite of this exam, right? DP 900 and AZ 900. These are the two prerequisite, but not exam point of view, only knowledge point of view. So you need these two courses knowledge or equivalent knowledge. Directly you can prepare for this exam. You can prepare for this course and you can directly go to this exam. It's a multiple choice question exam that I'll guide you. And once you clear this exam, you will become certified Azure Data Engineer Associate. This is the certification which you will get. And honestly speaking, every large enterprise is across the globe looking for certified skilled professional in data engineering in Azure. So this course definitely booming. Coming back to our course introduction quickly, I would like to give you full view of this presentation. I hope you are able to see my full screen.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So this course is about implementing and managing data engineering workload on Microsoft Azure. So as I told you, focus is on Synapse, Azure Data Lake Storage, Azure Stream Analytics, Databricks, and other data platform services I can say on Microsoft Azure, right? Any data professional, any data architect, any BI professional who want to learn about data engineering, they can directly go for this exam or go for this particular course. Course agenda, we will cover total 9 modules, right? 11 was the older one, 9 modules. And we will start with the data engineering on Azure, very high level concept of Azure Synapse Analytics and other data engineering platforms available, and we have some labs also. After that, we will actually explore SQL pool capability of Synapse Analytics. So first, built-in one, serverless SQL pool capability. And after that, we will also learn about dedicated SQL pool capability, which is nothing but formerly known as Azure SQL Data Warehouse. So Azure SQL Data Warehouse was an independent service like Azure Data Factory. But in Synapse, Microsoft want to integrate everything together. And that is why Azure Data Factory is also there in Synapse, which is called Synapse Pipelines, right? And other integration also there, which is called Azure Synapse Link. And your formerly known as Azure SQL Data Warehouse is nothing but your dedicated SQL pool of Synapse Analytics. So, for example, if you want to, check this, this is the Synapse Analytics, right? And one component of Synapse is a SQL pool capability. And SQL pool capability having two options, serverless SQL pool, right? Which is a built-in one actually, that we are going to explore. We will do a lot of labs also. And other one, which I told you, dedicated SQL pool, which is nothing but your old SQL data warehouse. Synapse having another powerful analytics engine, I can say, which is called Apache Spark pool. Apache Spark pool capability you have. So you can write your notebooks. You can connect this notebook to your Apache Spark pool, and then you can actually do data engineering or data analytics or machine learning or all the capability of Spark, which you can explore within the Synapse. Another component of Synapse is nothing but your Synapse pipeline, which is nothing but formerly known as your Azure Data Factory. That comes under data movement and orchestration technology, right? You are extracting data from variety of sources, you're loading the data, then you are transforming the data, then again you are loading data into some data warehouse so that your BI tools or some applications or some visualization tools, they are actually taking benefit, and then you can implement you can orchestrate entire data movement pipeline. So that is this technology that also we are going to cover in this course. Another which is very latest technology, which is called Synapse Link. You can link with Cosmos DB and you can link with this SQL as well. Direct integration, that is called Hybrid Transactional Analytical Processing, HTAP. That is also we are going to cover in this. Apart from that, it has a lake data base also and other capabilities also that we will slowly cover in our course. So this is the Synapse Analytics, which we are going to cover in this course with the hands-on. Other real-time stream processing technology, which is called Stream Analytics, right? We are going to explore Stream Analytics, how you can integrate Stream Analytics with Azure Event Hub or Power BI, and that kind of, how you can implement entire real-time stream processing architecture. That also we are going to implement. And another major, component of Azure DP203 course is nothing but Azure Databricks, right? Very powerful. Azure Databricks, how you can create Azure Databricks workspace, how you can manage entire workspace, how you can manage all the notebooks, how you can manage all the compute and clusters in Databricks, how you can do data engineering with Azure Databricks entire. So that is what we have a module on top of this also. Apart from that, this course is also focusing on Azure purview also, which is high level governance part, that part also we are going to cover in this course. Okay. So coming back to our data engineering certification course, DP203, which we are planning actually, it is having this kind of labs, each lab wise, we will have the particular set of instructions, and then we will set up entire lab environment or Azure environment, and then we are going to implement this entire lab like this. See, so after I cover theory, I will demonstrate, and after my discussion, after my explanation, I will give you enough time to perform all the hands-on labs also. Look at these labs. How you can transform files using serverless SQL pool, right? Using Apache Spark pool capability, right? How you can build a data pipeline in Synapse, right? So these are some example labs I want to give you the highlight about, right? And we will definitely focus on the study guide of exam DP 203 also, because I think along with the learning, I think you are all interested to go for exam also, right? So I will guide you how you can prepare for the certification exam, what type of questions will come, how to prepare that entire exam part also I am going to share with you. I'm going to cover that, right? So that you can become certified as your data engineer. And
Perfect.
every module wise, every learning path wise, I will share some very good learning path. So post training hours, whenever you get time, I will give you work to complete that entire learning path, complete that labs and exercises which is pending, and then you can come for the next session, right? So accordingly, we will plan this entire course curriculum like this, right? I will share all the learning path material module wise. I will share with you so that you will get benefit. So these are the courses which these are the modules which I'm going to cover. Hands-on exercises I want to clear with you. You need Azure subscription. So do you have any Azure subscription with you right now so that you can implement all the hands-on labs?
Not actively now, but I had like Microsoft 365 Dev free setup account.
Right.
You know that is for 1 year. I had that, but I think that expired now. Maybe I can
Check
create a
again.
new one.
Yeah,
You know,
check again. And then because see, recently Microsoft completely stopped providing Azure promo codes. Earlier, we used to do these all trainings with Azure promo codes, but
oh,
Microsoft completely banned it. And then Microsoft is pushing actually to go for the proper lab providers like Extreme Lab, Go Deploy, Scalable. So
right,
for that also, I think it's a paid labs, right? So I will
right,
find out what is the costing for that labs also that I'll share also with you. Otherwise, we should go for Azure free trial account.
right. Yeah, I think that's what I was coming to. That in Azure free trial account, everything was not free, so you could do few things and
Nowadays,
some
free
other
trial is
stuff.
also coming with the good. Otherwise, what we will do before we start our sessions, regular
Yes,
sessions, you activate the free trial, you create one support ticket, and then ask for the subscription and quota limitation enhancement kind of. That also we can actually try. So that also I'll check my side also, and
right.
then I will recommend you to activate your free trial, and then we will do labs actually.
No, no, thanks. And Ketu, what's normally the cost for if we end up uh,
For
getting
lab, no?
subscription?
I think
Yeah,
Scalable is the good lab provider. So Indian rupees approximately 4,800. That means 4,800 rupees something, or approximately 5,000 is a lab cost. And you will get 180 days of lab access. Means 6 months you can practice all the labs.
okay, right,
Yeah.
right.
So
So,
approximately 5,000 INR or Indian rupees. It's a official lab provider costing. That I'll find out with some Microsoft vendor and then I'll let you know. No problem.
understood. Great, great. Thank you. That
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
great.
Sure. So hands-on part is also that we will take care. We're using Azure free trial, or maybe we can go with the proper, lab provider, which Microsoft recommends actually. So that also I will check. No problem. And any question related to whatever I discuss with you right now?
And no, I think this is clear what we'll be
Any
covering
question,
mostly.
any doubt? Uh, Anything you want to ask about this course or any details? More time we are going to spend on hands-ons, very less theory. I think
Yes,
30% theory. Most
right.
of the time, definitely we are going to spend on demonstrations and hands-on, right? So that will definitely helpful to all of you to, boost your career in Azure Data Engineering. And I can actually share this slide, just to give you a very simple demonstration about my teaching. Let me talk about this Azure Synapse Analytics. It will not take much time, 5 minutes.
No,
Azure,
that would be great. Thank you.
yeah, Azure Synapse Analytics is actually integrated analytics platform, you know, which is combining data warehousing, big data analytics, data integration, visualization. Because Power BI integration is also there in Synapse. That also I'll teach you everything into single environment, right? So
Yes,
Azure Synapse actually empowering our user. of all abilities to gain access, quick insights across all of the data, right? Data can come from anywhere, so structured data, unstructured data, semi-structured data, right? And it is actually helping or enabling a whole new level of performance and scale, right? So I don't know, you're familiar with that, but Gartner actually defines some range of analytics types like descriptive analytics. I don't know, you have idea about that or not? Descriptive analytics, then diagnostics analytics, you know, then predictive. Everybody knows this, right? Predictive
Yeah, exactly.
analytics
Exactly.
and prescriptive analytics. So descriptive analytics is actually answers your question like what is happening in my business. So this analytics will give the answer of that question. You know, the data you require to answer this question is typically answered through creation of some data warehouse. So generally, every data engineer is creating some data warehouse, and all the data which is there in the data warehouse, which will help you to answer the question, what is happening in my business? And Synapse having that capability, as I told you, Synapse having two type of SQL pool capability. One is serverless, another one is a dedicated SQL pool. A dedicated SQL pool is nothing but of your data warehouse. So you can do descriptive analytics. Second, diagnostics. This will deal with answering the question like why is it happening? So why? The answer of this question, why, it will give you diagnostics analytics. Because you have to explore a lot of information, you know, all the information, all the data you have in data warehouse, but you have to explore the information out of the data warehouse. And you can actually use a serverless SQL pool capability with Synapse that will help you to interactively explore all the data which is there in your data lake. And you can perform diagnostics analytics. Another, predictive analytics. Synapse also enable you to answer the question like what is likely to happen in the future based on some previous trends and patterns or previous historical data. Correct, no? So
Yes.
as I
Indeed.
told you, Synapse having Apache Spark Pool capability also, you can use this Spark Pool capability or other services like Azure Machine Learning Services integration with Synapse to perform predictive analytics. Fourth one is a prescriptive analytics. This time, if you look at executing actions based on the real time or near real time analysis of your data, you need to analyze the data in real time. So stream analytics is a service, Azure Databricks is a service which is helping you to perform some real time stream processing on top of your data, right? So you can do prescriptive analytics also. So these are the component of Synapse Analytics, which is having these two major analytic engine available. Another one is your Azure Data Factory, which is nothing but your Synapse pipeline. So when you have variety of sources, you know, you have disparate sources and you are extracting all the data from variety of sources, including on-premises or other cloud, you're loading the data and then you are transforming the data and then again you're loading data to data warehouse. So this kind of ELTL or ETL or ELT kind of pipeline, you can implement using Synapse pipeline. You can orchestrate entire pipelines. So that is what also we are going to cover in upcoming sessions. And another, major component of Synapse is a Synapse Link. Cosmos DB is a very powerful service. It has many cloud capabilities, and Cosmos DB is nowadays a part of every Azure solution architecture, right? Because of its characteristics. So those who are already using Azure Cosmos DB, they want to do some big data analytics or processing on top of that, then no need to go for any complex manual ETL processes. Directly, you can implement HTAP, hybrid transactional analytical processing, with your Azure Cosmos DB. That is called Azure Synapse Link. So your transactional data will be automatically converted into analytical store, and using Synapse, you can directly query your data, which is there in Cosmos DB. Make sense?
Yeah. So it's kind of transforming the data into
Yes.
one common universal
Analytical.
format, right?
Yes. Transforming data from transactional workload to analytical store.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah. Without any manual ETL pipelines. That is Synapse Link. right? So these are the components of Azure Synapse Analytics, and apart from that, there are some other component also that also we are going to cover in this particular course. So yeah, this is from my side. I think hope everything is clear. If you have any questions about this course, about anything, please feel free to ask.
Yeah, I think contents are clear and what we'll be covering. Thank you very much for that detailed
Yeah,
information.
my pleasure. Hope you
Uh,
enjoyed. Anand,
in
anything your side?
certainly, I have some
Yes.
more general questions about.
So, how will be the training provided? It will be live and recorded session.
It will be instructor-led live sessions. Means I will teach you in this Zoom meeting by sharing my screen, and you can also share your screen if I want to troubleshoot anything in your lab. But it will be a virtual instructor-led sessions.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
got it.
Yeah, Farhan, you have question?
Yeah, number of participants in this course. I think me and Anand, it seems,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, correct. Yeah, right now I think you and Anand are there. I don't know about other participants, but I will check again with our operation team in the egain and marketing team, and
Yes.
then I will let you know in our WhatsApp group.
Right. Right.
But at this moment, yeah, you are the two participants which are right now interested in DP203 actually. Yeah, currently.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, please, Anand, go ahead. Nice to meet you anyway. Please go ahead. You.
No, Karan, you may go ahead.
Yeah, I had a question about the timing, Suketu. I think you
Yeah.
mentioned you are in CST time zone, and I
No,
am
no, no.
in.
I am not in CST time zone. I was working in CST time zone. I am in
Right.
India. I am in Gujarat.
Right.
I am in India, but I deliver trainings across the globe. So different time zones I work. Last week completely I was delivering Central Time Zone. Next week I have BST time zone. So like the different as per my training assignments and corporate batches, I work different time zones. But I
I
am in
understand.
India. Right now in India, it's 9:25 p.m.
Correct.
I'm western part of India, that is state Gujarat. So I will definitely, check my calendar
Yes.
availability for next upcoming weeks, in the May month, in the June month, and all the possible options. I will talk with our egain operation team, and then we will share all the details with you guys. No problem. So we'll
Understood.
work out. Yeah, we'll work out.
And what's the frequency of the class? How many times a week
I
and
think
duration of each
two,
class?
2 hour class. I will recommend 2 hour
Right.
class, because one
Yes.
hour is a less time to talk about this high end course, because this is very high end course.
No,
So 1 hour
indeed.
is a pretty less time. Before I start anything, times off, and then it will be interruption again. So I will recommend at least 2 hour we should sit together in one session. So two
Yes.
hour plus 2 hours. So 2 day per week or three classes per week. That is what I recommend actually. That means 4 to 6 hours a week actually. Depend on the availability and everything. 2 or 3 sessions per week. That is what I recommend.
Got it. And how many weeks it's likely to take
I think
for us?
for this entire course, I need 16 days. 32 weeks approx you can consider. 30,
Right.
30, 30 or 32 weeks. 30 or 32. Yeah.
So 16 sessions would be
16 session. Yeah. 2 hour each. 2 hour each. Yeah. 16 session, 2 hour each.
right. It means
15
maybe
you can
if we are
consider.
doing two sessions a week, then maybe in about 8 weeks time
Yeah. Two
will
or
be
three session per
right.
week. Each session will have 2 hours. Right.
Yep.
Total I need approx 30 hours. Right. That is 15 session is required, including hands-ons.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Got
Yeah.
it.
All
Yeah,
right, so we'll work out, no problem. I'll check my upcoming assignments, upcoming availability, and everything, and then we'll discuss about the possible options and everything. Okay, don't worry.
yeah,
Any
that will.
question about this course? Anything you want to know about my profile, my experience, or anything? Please let me know before we. end our demo session.
Just one question for these labs. Do we get data sample files to be able
Yes,
to do it
yes.
free?
The new updated course which Microsoft provided February 2023 onward, each lab wise we are going to prepare our Azure lab environment by executing provided PowerShell script and everything. So yeah, all different type of data samples and everything, every lab wise we are going to get that. So no problem. So beautifully designed labs by Microsoft. So definitely we will get everything. No problem.
Got it. Thank you. And
It's off.
one last question, Suketu. I think obviously purpose is to learn and build the skills, and at the same time, exam preparation point of view,
Yes,
would you be able to help us on providing maybe
definitely. Daily, see, data engineering, I delivered 35 plus corporate batches and a lot of retail batches.
right?
95 percentage is my passing score of my participants. So don't worry, I'll guide you how to clear this exam, how to prepare for this exam. That is, you can actually trust on me. That part I'll take care. Don't worry.
Okay, great. Thank you, Suketu.
Yeah,
I think I don't have any other questions. I'm good. Thank you very
no
much
problem.
for
Thank
your time.
you. Thank you for joining this demo session. I thank both of you on behalf of egain Technologies. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a
Thank you.
good
Thank
day.
you. Have a great day.
Yeah. And we
Bye.
look forward to then schedule. You
Yes,
could
I'll talk to our operation team in egain, and then we'll move forward. Yeah.
just one thing Suketu, I mentioned, I think I mentioned in the WhatsApp chat as well,
Yeah.
that I work in BST time zone.
Yeah.
So normally I end up like 5:30 sort of time, like 30 minutes from now, which
Mhm.
would be 10 p.m. your time. That's when Monday to Friday I get free.
All
But
right.
weekends is not a problem. Saturday, Sunday could be any time.
All right. All right. Fine. I got that. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Okay, could
Thank,
accommodate that, please. Thank you.
thank you, Farhan. Thank you, Anand.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank
See you.
you. Have a
Yeah.
good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.